Okay, so I'm a professional talker. I'm a comedian, compere. I do a lot of conference training, corporate speaking as well. And then I consult. My consultancy is in the area of event, sales, and marketing. Those are my core areas. I'm a marketer by training, a proud student of River State University. Proud. Because now they look us like Duke School. But I can tell you RS is one of the best. Because of the quality of the lecturers we have there. I can't speak for the students, but I can speak for the lecturers as well. For me, I know my lecturers in the marketing department are awesome, great men and women. So I appreciate them for their impact. If you doubt me, I'll give you a marketing technique written by, I think, Tom Ateke, one of my lecturers. The book is titled Effective Selling. If I give you that book to read, you understand what that means. The only thing that book need now to rebrand them, do a hardcover. You sell it for 10,000, 15,000 as against the 3,000 that we bought it. And a lot of people will see value in it. And my job in this conference is to just come handle this masterclass because leaders believe, and I agree with them, that a lot of businesses are struggling because sales are not going well. We have it around us. Look around. There is hardship when it comes to making sales. It's hard to sell. It's not, a lot of things you do will be easier. One of the most difficult part of business is convincing people to buy what you produce, convincing people to pay for what you have to offer. And the way I decided to arrange my paper is basically first to come talk to you about how to increase and improve your sales. And today I'm talking to you that this is what I've done. This is a product of my, I've spoken with individuals, companies. I've also done my research. And I can tell you that at one point I asked my question, when I struggle to sell, why am I struggling? When my sales is struggling, what's the reason? Why? What did they make me from time? I feel the struggle. I don't know if I can take it all, but I know to a large extent that we can cover as much as we can cover. So without wasting time, we move straight, check the board, cracking the hard sales code. Hard sales simply means when you find it difficult to make sales, when you're struggling, there is a way you can crack it up. There's something that can simplify it for you. There's something that can make that difficulty becomes different. Reverse the case for you to make sales. Let me also establish this point as much as I try to encourage you with sales. Now listen to me. That even the companies who are making good sales today, it was not automatic. Are you hearing me? From my industry, a lot of persons have had this belief. Because some of you will see Coca-Cola sell a lot of drinks today and you think that from day one, that's what they sell. iPhone is selling a lot from day one, that's what they sell. You pass, there is a supermarket or a restaurant around you, you always have this belief that it has always been good. Listen to me. You need to understand that in most cases, it is gradual. Are you getting me? It is gradual. It starts small. People move from no sales to small sales, and then it gets better, gets bigger, gradual. So do not leave this conference, start beating yourself, start looking at yourself as someone that is not trying. No, please. Please. Some of you are too hard on yourself. And it is the pressure, there's this marketplace pressure that you will have a boutique, and there's a boutique close to you, or there is a friend that you know that's also into the same business. And when you people sit down and say, hey, thank God, well, last weekend, that shoe where we buy that time now. As I reach shop, you know, even still, one guy buy, tell him friend buy the second one. They even tell me I bring 5. The 5 I done near, I go give them next tomorrow. You hear stories like that. You go on social media, you read people's posts of how they are making sales. So what most of you will begin to do is you start doing all those God when. You start doing how, why. Am I in the right business? Yes, sometimes you're in the wrong business. I'm not saying, but in most cases, you're in the right business. What you just need to do is allow time to happen. Am I talking to someone? While you are allowing the time, there are certain things I want you to understand and apply. Except you are sitting down, your sales is not going well, and you just feel that, no worry, one day it will go well without doing anything. So I want to beg you, before I start talking to you, is this. Do not put yourself under, can I say undue pressure? Can I say there are pressures that you don't need? So please take your time. I'm not saying you should relax, but I'm saying stop beating yourself. Stop biting yourself because others are doing well. The story is different. If they are doing well and you're not doing as good as them, and you take your time, strategize, and begin to ask yourself questions, make corrections, try to do a couple of executions that are different, you will see results that are different. Creflo Dollar say a fool is someone who does the same thing over and over again, but is expecting a different result. You get my point? So, calm yourself and stop the comparison. Draw motivation that they are doing better than you, but this person was not as good as this. What's this person doing that makes his own? Sometimes, I've said this over time, I've told people this. I told you, one of the things I'm supposed to say here is that sometimes it's your positioning. Sometimes it's your accessibility. You get my point? Sometimes it's your price. Sometimes there are a lot of factors. But the first thing I want to establish is peace. Don't start that the reason why you are not selling is spiritual. Business people need to take that off their mind. Comparison and all the assumptions that you don't need, please avoid them. I'm not saying there cannot be spiritual reasons why people are having bad sales. But I think that when I run a business, when I have challenges in my business, if you are someone who believes that your first point of call when your business is not going well is spiritual, you will never be big. But if you think and agree with me that what you need to do different is about your strategy, it's about your price, it's about your quality, it's about your customer service, it's about your... If you think this direction, you will easily find a solution. Now, I tell you this one from my mind. Do you know that you can be so good in your job that somebody will try to do something spiritual against you? Your competence and excellence is overdoing them. How many of you know like that? And they tell you, try it. They will put juju self, you match it, and your customers will still jump the juju and buy from you. So please, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I've spoken with a lot of persons. I want to meet my pastor for prayer, but because I didn't, but I said, I'll talk to you first before I go meet my pastor. And then I spoke with the person, and I discovered that it was about attitude. It was not a case of go meet your pastor. It was about attitude. It was about you treating 2-3 persons bad, and those 2-3 persons, the news went out and it affected plus 2-3 persons, and people created this assumption that she is rude. And that's how a lot of persons were food from her. So I stayed in this hotel, and one of the drivers came back. That woman today saw person, I not tell you, and they started talking. And the woman believes it's a spiritual problem. So Nigerians, we believe everything is spiritual. Sometimes it's not spiritual, it's strategy. Am I making sense? So everything you believe that is spiritual. Now, if I'm talking and you think that the reason why you're not selling, you're not making sales is spiritual, stand up and go outside. But if you know that is about your strategy, is about your strength, is about your seriousness, is about certain factors, sit down and listen to me. We've already established the point in our former class that sales is what happened when there is exchange of value. The buyer, the seller, I give you my product, I render my services, you pay me for it. That is the point where sales happen. We've also established the fact that when people don't pay, your efforts, all your marketing, everything you've done before you get to that point, wasted. So make sure you close the sales. We've established this.